been reviewing our TaxWise Online and TaxWise Mobile solutions. TaxWise Online is our cloud-based tax preparation solution for your office. That means that there's nothing to install on your computer because you can access all of your tax returns, your source documents, anytime, anywhere, from any type of device, whether it's a computer, a tablet, or a smartphone, as long as it's connected to the internet. To log into TaxWise Online, you'll open a browser and then enter the TaxWise Online URL. Then you'll enter your client ID, your username, and your password. Choose I'm not a robot and follow any instructions it has, and then click Login. From there, TaxWise will open on the dashboard, as you can see here. If you're going to start a new return, you'd click on the New Return button. To save time, we're going to click on Open a Return. When the box opens, you'll go ahead and type in a social security number, and then either click Go to Tax Forms or Go to Interview. We're going to go ahead and go to Tax Forms. As you can see, the tax return has now opened. On the left-hand side is what we call the tree, which is a list of all the forms. And you'll see it's color-coded with red exclamation points for fields that need to be filled in to e-file the return that have not been, and green check marks for tax forms that are completed. From here, you'll see that there's an active screen with the main information. That's your demographic information, taxpayer's name, address, birth dates. It'll be your filing status, your dependents. All of that information is entered here and will then flow into the different forms. From here, we'll go ahead and add a W-2. So we'll click the plus sign above the tree. And when the dialog box opens, we'll type in W-2 and click the plus sign next to the W-2. So we're checking the address is what's on the paper W-2 right now. We're going to scroll down and we'll enter the employer ID number. When we enter that, if we've already entered that data in for that employer ID number, it will automatically populate. So if I've done one for UTS, all I have to do is put the employer ID in and it populates. We'll go ahead and enter $25,000 in wages and $2,500 in federal withholding. And again, any boxes that have information in you would normally fill through. After the W-2, we'll pretend that this is all this taxpayer has. You'll see that there is what we call a refund monitor above the tree. And you'll see there that it shows the current AGI and what the refund is. So again, depending on all the forms that you put in, but we're just doing a quick overview, so we just did one W-2, but you can see what the AGI and the refund is. As you enter data, it is a live refund monitor. If we scroll down to the bottom, we have what's called the vault, and the vault will store all of your source documents. So your receptionist or your preparer can go ahead and either scan in or take pictures. So like a lot of people use it with their tablet or their phone and take pictures of the W-2s and whatever source documents your customers bring, and they're attached right at the bottom of the file so you can open them. You can see there I have a W-2 and I also have a driver's license there. The other thing you see is that it says a signed tax return. You'll notice at the top that there's a button for e-signature, and when they sign the return and click finished, it loads the signed return into the vault. You'll also notice at the top that you can do text message or email with your taxpayers as well, right from within the software.
Thank you, Dawn. TaxWise Mobile is the industry-leading taxpayer-facing mobile interview that allows your customers to securely populate critical tax return information from their phone, their computer, or their tablet. Your customers will find your TaxWise Mobile link from a social media post by your company, an email, or text you send. Once your customers click the link, your customized TaxWise Mobile account will open. Your customer will again see this screen and then click Get Started. Then they'll go through, it's going to ask some questions like, what state do you live in? Have you lived there for 12 months? We'll say yes. What's your filing status? Go ahead and select that option. And then, are you a qualifying widower? Now, if you're not sure what a qualifying widower is, there's an actual question mark right over there. They can click and get an explanation in English and also in Spanish as well. So if you've got Hispanic speaking clientele, we can change it to Spanish, and they can see that they can go through that interview process in English and in Spanish. All right, so what's their age? They're 35 years old. Can you be claimed as a dependent? Nope, no one can claim you. And do you have any dependents? We'll just say no for right now. All right, so they have the choice for entering other types of income, that they may have, whether it's employment income or other income. They could just select that option and hit next. And then they'll enter those wages in there that they may have. And then no combat pay for that. And then we'll go ahead and hit continue. Now, if they've paid any student loan interest or anything like that, because what TaxWise is trying to do is get an estimate of what their deductions are going to be. So if we don't have any items like this, we can just hit next, and it's going to provide a refund estimate. Now, this is an estimate. Now, there is a disclaimer saying that, this is just an estimate. Additional, the refund amount may change based off additional information they may provide to you, but this allows some customers to be able to easily get a refund estimate of what their tax refund on behalf. And then now what's going to happen is if they decide to continue and move forward with you, if they like that refund estimate, they can actually move forward and actually create an account on your platform and be able to start to send you that information. So now let's go ahead and see what it looks like from the preparer perspective after the customer has submitted their interview. Right over there, you'll see on the tax return manager, you'll see import interviews. So you'll see a list of all the clients that actually submitted interviews online to you. So you click that link over there and you'll see a list of the interviews over there that you can open. And all that information feeds directly into the TaxWise online solution, their name, their address, date of birth. If they've taken any documents that they've taken pictures of and they want to submit to you, they definitely can do that. And you'll be able to see that in the vault.
So if you're a current customer, you're going to call your account rep at that 800 number that's on the screen. And if you don't use TaxWise, if you want more information, please go to the website there, engagetax.wolterskluwer.com/TaxWise online.